let's make this so you can diffuse fun essential oils wherever you want. With this mini macrame plant hanger, you are going to be able to go from not knowing what to give to your friend to knowing exactly what to give to them. Hi, I'm Katie Veldkamp, co-founder of Simply Earth and certified aromatherapist, and I love teaching people how to use essential oils. So it's time to get rid of distractions. Making is healing. It's time to get started. Here's what you'll need to make this recipe. I've got labels, my recipe card. You need macrame rope, and you also need 1 ring bead and 1 wood bead. And for my essential oil, I'm going to be using cassia. This all comes from the Simply Earth Essential Oil Recipe Box. The first thing I'm going to do is cut my macrame rope into 4 strands that are about 29.5 inches in length. So I've got 4 strands, and then I have a little bit extra that I'm going to use later. Now what I'm gonna do, I'll get rid of this, is I'm going to take my 4 strands of macrame, line them up so that the ends are even, and then I'm gonna fold it in half, like so. And now I'm going to pull it through the ring bead. The little fold that I made is gonna go through the ring bead. And then I am going to tuck these 8 strands through that little loop I just made, like so. And now I have 8 strands hanging down and 1 knot up here through my ring bead. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create 4 pairs of strands. So I'm gonna put this down, and I'm gonna put these 2 strands next to each other. They're gonna make a pair. And then these, and then these, and these. So now I have kind of like an octopus with tentacles that are friends. All right, so my next step is I'm going to knot each pair of string together. These are going to be friends forever. So I'm going to make a knot about 2.5 inches from my ring bead, like so. And I'm just creating a super simple knot. I wrap it around, creating that little loop, and then I pull those strings through that loop. Like so. You want to make sure that this knot isn't too far down because it'll make your last step super tricky. All right, so I'm gonna do this with each pair of knots. All right, so now we've got some strings that are best friends forever, but now it's time to divide them up. So what we're gonna do is, I've got my 4 pairs here. I'm gonna take each string from one pair, have it join one of the pairs next to it. So we're making some new friends here. And I'm going to tie this knot about 1 inch below the knot above them. And I'm doing the same knot. I put those 2 strings together, I make a loop, and then I pull the strings through that loop. And then I pull it tight. And this is about 1 inch below that knot. So I'm gonna do that with the next new friends. So these knots kind of create a diamond shape in there. And our last pair, we're gonna bring together to make a circle, a sharing circle of friends. All right, so now we've got this circle, and it's kind of like a basketball net. What we're gonna do next is add a little plant, or what works really well with this is a Simply Earth succulent diffuser, or a small jar or something like that into it. My next step is I'm going to hold all of the strands together in my hand, and I'm going to make another knot at the bottom. And this is what our little plant is going to hang in. So I'm going to hold them all together. I'm going to create a loop, and this is the same knot we've been using all along here, and wrap the bottom of the strings through. If you find it really difficult to make this bottom knot, it probably means that you tied these knots up here too far down, and you might have to re-knot those. Next, we need our little spot to hang this by. So I've got my string that was left over from before, plus this little bead. And what I'm going to do is simply loop this bead through here, and then I'm going to put this bead through the ends of the macrame rope, which can be pretty tricky because it has unraveled a little bit. And so I'm gonna first see if I can just get it to go through, but if not, I will tape the ends. Yeah, I need to tape the ends. All right, so got that string through. It is tricky, so if you wanna skip that step, it's okay. You can just tie a knot on the top. And this bead, the nice thing about the bead is it gives you adjustable height on where you wanna hang it. So now what you're gonna do is put something in here, and you can use a little jar like this or a little plant that measures about 2 inches by 2 inches or smaller. So here's what it looks like with the jar, and this would fit really well with like a nautical theme. Now to make this a little diffuser, all I need to do is add some essential oil to the wood beads, which function as a natural diffuser. So I'm going to add a little bit to this top bead, like so. Just 1 or 2 drops is all you need. Like so. You can let that absorb a little bit and hang it. And I actually recommend hanging it before you add the essential oils because cassia can be irritating to the skin, and I shouldn't touch that until it dries. You can make this. Let's test it out. Oh, I love this little diffuser. It's so cute and not that tricky to make. Once you've made your adorable mini macrame diffuser, take a picture and share it on social media with hashtag #IMadeThis and tag From Simply Earth so we can see it. You are gonna love learning how to use essential oils with confidence and clarity. Go make yours today.